The ball on the tee. We're set for football. And with the terrible towels waving wildly, we are underway from Pittsburgh. And good coverage there on special teams as they'll get him down shy of the 20. And now it looks like we're going to get a timeout here. We've got a man shaken up. Well, always unfortunate to see an injury, especially this close to the end of the regular season. We'll step aside. Right off the bat, here's Pickett to throw it. And a quick throw here, that's complete. Down he goes at the 23, a pickup of 4. When you look at this defense, they were very strong in that victory from a week ago.
They forced 7 turnovers.
How many?
7. I mean, think about that number now. That's supposed to be a lucky number, right? Lucky for one side, unlucky for the other.
Pass complete. George Pickens with it. And he's able to get this one up to his 30 before he's out of bounds. That one a first down pickup of 8. Here's Pickett. Shoves him aside. And he gets this to the 35. Good for a gain of 5. I think defensively you're okay with that. Here in the first quarter, he's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on, and I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle them, they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that, you don't give up big chunks of yardage after the catch, now you put the offense in a position where every series they have to work hard to pick up first downs, and you tend to stall them out when you do that.
3rd down and 1. They'll run with Carter. Gets by him, and now a little daylight. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. 25 yards to pick up there, and also a first down. Back to throw, Pickett. And he can't escape, and down he goes. Credit the sack to Vita Vea. I thought there at the end he may have had a chance to release that, but that pocket closed a little too quickly, and down he went.
Yeah, he was certainly trying to do everything he could to extend the life of the play, probably counting in his head. 1, 2, and then he ran out of time.
They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete. Now they're coming up on play number 8 of this opening drive, but they're looking at a 3rd and long. Oh, he rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. And the return will be stopped at the 34-yard line. Well, that is a quick lesson on how difficult this defense is to throw against. An interception on their initial drive of the ball game.
Now we know why their offensive staff spent the entire week awake trying to prepare for this one, because you can't totally shy away from throwing the football. But at the same time, you're looking at them and going, where are the weaknesses? How are we going to move it?
One of the top defenses in the NFL for a reason. We just saw one example right there. Another good carry there for the NFL's 2nd leading rusher. And we've talked on air, off air about his MVP candidacy. Make a case for him.
But I'm just going to tell you point blank, it doesn't matter whether he's 1st or 2nd or even 3rd in the league in rushing yardage. That's not the main deal. It's how he gets those yards and the impact he has on his ball club.
The result, only 4 yards there on the play. And that'll bring up 2nd down.
At the 48-yard line.
They'll bring a receiver in motion left. On 2nd down, Lynch. And he'll get this pretty close to a first down as he's tackled at the Steelers' 42. It's a 6-yard run, leaves him with about a foot or so here still to go to hit the marker with 3rd down coming up. They'll run it. Here's Lynch. And he will have a first down here at about the 40.
Well, partner, what do you think? Might have been 4-down territory if they didn't pick it up, but...
Yeah, it's a moot point now. I was curious, so if they didn't get it there, would they have gone for it? I guess we'll never know.
Yeah, we didn't have to make that call, but I have a feeling both of us would have said, go for it.
Pretty much unreal, not just in terms of yardage, Charles, but also throwing the 3 touchdowns as well.
When you put the whole package together, I can make you a pretty good guarantee right now. He's going to see a few more people in the box every time he lines up.
Yeah, I don't think that the defense has any choice. They've got to stop him. Can't let a repeat performance like that.
Agreed.
Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. Pressure comes, and the Steelers take him down. 7th play of this drive coming up, and a long way to go on 3rd down. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. The Steelers now in the nickel here on 3rd down. In motion right comes Jackson. On 3rd down, they go Lynch. Calling no gain there, and it leads to a 4th down. The run on 3rd and long, so I guess waving the white flag a little bit.
Yeah, and I think sometimes teams are so committed to running the football that they'll take a chance, even in a long yardage situation, to let them know on the other side, this is what we're going to be about today. In this case, they didn't get a 1st down, but if you're thinking along with them, hey, they might be committed to running it all game long.
Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. And that's their 2nd charge timeout here in this first quarter. They're down to 1 remaining. Here's Tommy Townsend on to punt. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. No returning this one. It sails out of bounds, and they'll spot it right at the 20. So Pittsburgh retakes the field for their 2nd offensive possession. They were intercepted the first time they had the football, but now they get it back, and it's still 0-0.
And because of that, you know what the thought process is? Interception. What interception? It didn't really happen because they gave up no points. So go back on the attack. Go back and run the offense you believe will be successful. Find your playmakers and give them the football.
Another run on 2nd down with Carter. Down the numbers. There he goes. How about this? He's to the 10 and into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. A big play there with his 9th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Steelers are on the board first here this afternoon. Point after, right down the middle. And it's now a 7-0 game. It's the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. And as this offense makes their way back out, NFC playoff race time, we give you a look at what's going on there. And with the final fortnight of games upon us, teams jockeying for position. Some of these games really starting to take enormous importance as they always do this time of year.
I like how you use fortnight.
You're impressed,
And I am impressed. That means 2 weeks, if I'm not mistaken.
That does.
But how about exactly what you're talking about? Going down the stretch, how much importance is placed on these games? Look, everyone talks about every game's important. When you get to this time of year, maybe that importance gets quadruple. And that's where we are right now to see who can make their last run, their last push to get into the playoffs.
They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, outstanding, great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender.
Ready for the second quarter, and it's our visitors with the football as they've got it with a 1st and 10. They'll run again with Lynch, and he'll work this forward for about 3. It's 2nd down. And hold on here, because on that last run, it looks like we have a player who was shaken up from the 33. Here's 2nd down and 7. He'll look to throw. He gets it complete to Jackson. And they're going to have themselves another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Steelers' 41-yard line. A good pickup there, 26 yards. 1st down, the run with Lynch. And he maneuvers up the middle for 3, and it's 2nd down.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
He'll be hit down at the 33, 5 yards on the play.
Well, he was a busy man out of the backfield a week ago. They got the ball early and often. I have no doubt in my mind that he'll be a big part of the game plan here as well.
An inside run with Lynch. And he's going to have the 1st down yardage as he's down at about the 30-yard line. A 3rd down gain of 3 yards, and that'll be enough. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. And he'll send the tight end in motion left. They run again on 1st down, Lynch. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of 7, and it'll set him back for 2nd down. They go up the middle with Lynch. And down right around the 32-yard line, 4 yards on the pickup.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks, allow other people to make tackles. And when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
Now a 3rd down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete.
They converted twice on 3rd down that drive already, but couldn't make it a 3rd. We always talk about in-game adjustments. How about what the defense did there, able to shut them down on that attempt?
Now look at this, 4th and 12, and they're going to line up to go for it. A play-action fake. They'll look to throw. And it's going to be batted down. And we'll go the other way with the football. Well, 4th down pass play doesn't work out. And this long drive is going to wind up yielding nothing. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. And partner, let me make a quick pivot here. Season winding down. They're number 32 in offense this year. The last in the league. Where do they go?
Anywhere and everywhere, but they have to do it with a plan. And I think about Atlanta a bunch of years ago. They decided they wanted to get what they thought was going to be a franchise quarterback, and indeed he is, Matt Ryan. But they had to supplement it. They went free agency, got a running back, came back and traded back into the 1st round in the same draft to get a left tackle to protect him. Really supplemented that pick, complemented that pick, and went to the playoffs the very next year.
Well, maybe they can use that and carbon copy it. And that is incomplete.
Like what I've seen so far out of this defense, because they've been showing their best coverages on 3rd down. So far, only allowed 1 conversion on a handful of attempts. One area of their game plan that they've executed to perfection.
Oh, he'll field it in the end zone. Well, following the punt return here, there is someone shaken up. But not what you want to see this late in the season. Medical staff is going to check on him, and we'll step aside for a moment. Three tight ends in the ball game here on 1st and 10. They'll start on the ground with Lynch. And if there was a lane there, it closed up quickly as he stopped for no gain. 2nd down.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
He'll keep pounding here with Lynch. Now he's free up the left sideline. Off to the races. Moving inside the 20. Touchdown, Chicago. A great play there. 88 yards. And the Dragons are able to strike quickly here as they are in for 6. Extra point right down the middle. And we are tied at 7. So 2 plays on that scoring drive. That's how they drew it up. And the long run into the end zone, and what a run it was. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And he'll get it up just past the 20 as his guys will go to work at the 21-yard line. And Pittsburgh getting set to take the field. As we eke closer and closer to intermission, Charles, remember last time out they punted. They would love to get points here, especially if this is going to be their final possession of the first half.
Yeah, and this is what close games feel like because the pressure is on both sides, but sometimes the pressure is a little bit higher on the team with the slight edge because they're trying to hold on to that, trying to increase it. Let's see how this one continues.
Here's a throw out wide complete to his running back right side. And he is going to lose yardage here. It'll be a loss of 2, maybe 3 on the play. And they're going to be staring at a 3rd and long here. Tall task ahead of him here, needing a full 15 yards to move the chains. On 3rd down, here's Carter. And that's not going to get it done. He'll come up well short of the first at about the 21. It'll be a gain of 5, and the punt team will now come out on 4th down. The Steelers send out their punter now as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. And he'll get this away into the icy winter air. This is brought in at the 21. 21 yards. Well done on the return. And they will take over 1st and 10. Another drive coming up for this Chicago offense. The last time out, they had to march almost the full length of the field for their touchdown. So here, much easier, Charles, with this better starting field position.
I love your sarcasm, but I love even more your observation because, look, what they did last time out, now with a shorter field, they should have a lot of confidence that they're going to put more points up on the board.
And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. 134 yards rushing for him so far as his terrific season continues here. Now a play fake here on 1st down. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Minkah Fitzpatrick. And the Steelers are going to take over at their own 30-yard line.
Well, it's not the first time we've seen him give one up here during his rookie season. And in this case, zone coverage forced the mistake. He's made some strides week to week in how he's handling the different type of coverages that he's seeing. But clearly, there's some growing still to do.
1st down now, but that clock rolling. Pickett. Oh, what a read on the outside as it's intercepted. If you combine last week and this week, he's got a hat trick going because he had 2 interceptions a week ago.
He's seeing the ball so well and understanding where receivers are and positioning. I mean, just watching him work with such great technique and paying it off by actually catching the ball when he has a chance, he's helping his team in a huge way.
Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
Well, that was one of the few times they've been able to contain him thus far. He's over 100 yards for the game, but he lost a bit off his total on that carry.
Again, they'll pound it with Lynch. pleasure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. On play action, they'll throw. He's got his target. That's complete. And he'll be corralled out across midfield down to the 45. So we've reached well, we're in the latter stages of this season. Everybody's getting antsy, so antsy that we're going to skip the halftime and get ready for the third quarter. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth ready for quarter number 3. Set and ready to go for the second half. One touchdown apiece, 7-7 our score. And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled it to 20. And this offense ready to go to begin this third quarter. Well, the first half, very even. I mean, really, in all facets, this ball game tied, Charles. So as we start the third quarter, curious to see what the second half brings us.
Certainly am. I'm with you on that one. And we all know a lot of coaches from the NFL all the way down to the Pee-wee level. They love to spin it to their teams. Hey, we're starting a brand new, shorter ball game. It's all even. Let's go out and seize it. This is ours.
A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick first down. Coming right, this is Lynch on the toss play. To about the 33-yard line.
That play reminded me a lot of a former teammate of mine. We used to call him the trash man. His ability to sift through traffic and make plays was uncanny.
And that's exactly what you want from your Mike linebacker. Second down and 8. In motion left goes a tight end. Now a give running left with Lynch. And he goes out right around the 39. 151 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon. They'll come to the line needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. The pitch out to Lynch. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. 14 yards and a Chicago first down. They'll send a receiver in motion left. Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. The 20. And he's brought down after a very nice gain. It'll go as an impressive 31-yard gain.
When you get into the second half of a tie ball game, you start realizing that every play takes on a bigger significance, and this is pretty significant right here. This is where you start putting the pressure on that secondary, and that's a job well done there.
Back to the ground, Lynch. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. A throw out wide to Woods, complete. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And now it's 3rd and 3. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. Up the middle, it's Lynch. And he has the first down before he's tackled at the 5. 3 yards there, good enough to keep the drive moving. He's hit pay dirt a lot this year, but not that time.
Yeah, I'm tracking right there with you. You're exactly right. He's found the end zone plenty of times. No way I can find any fault with the call. He may not have scored there, but of course you're going to give it to him.
They'll run with Lynch. And he's going to get him about 3 yards closer. He's down to about the 2.
You know, when this offense gets down here near the end zone, they're going to turn to their bell cow, and this guy's been a touchdown machine all year. Excellent job stopping him there on first down.
They'll bring a receiver in motion left. They'll run for it with Lynch. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. Well, let's see where they turn on 3rd and goal from the 5. And he goes backwards on this one, losing yardage to the 7. He lost 2, and it brings up 4th. Now we've got a field goal coming up here for Chicago. And this one is right through. And they take the lead here now at 10-7. Now, they don't get a touchdown here on the opening drive of the 3rd quarter, but I think maybe you still say mission accomplished as they come away with the lead.
No, absolutely. You keep the pressure on, right? You go downfield, get some points up on the board, and hope that you've motivated your defense to take the field and hold that lead.
And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23. Time for the Steelers offense now to get set for their first possession of half number 2. And they find themselves down on the scoreboard following the field goal a moment ago.
And I think even though they trail in the game now, I would consider that a win for their defense, and that's probably what they're telling the offense when they get to the bench. Hey, the onus is on you guys now. Get back out there and get us the lead back.
And, Charles, you look at this defense, they were a very loose group coming into the week, knowing they kind of had the upper hand going into this one, taking on a team that hasn't won in a month and a half.
And that works well for you if you establish your dominance early in the game against a team that's struggling. But if somehow they fashion some plays together early, knock them back on their heels, that looseness can be used against them. Then they're trying to scramble to make sure they get their game right.
And Freiermuth going to have a Steelers first down as the tackle made up near the 35. A give up the middle to Carter. And this defense not giving him anything there. Maybe a yard up to the 36.
No doubt about it. A really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback, they also have to have interest in the running game as well. And they did a nice job there holding the point of attack and not giving ground.
127 yards rushing for him so far in this one as he nears 1,400 for the year. On 1st and 10, it's Pickett. And that one incomplete. They try to sneak in a deep ball with the clock running down, but to no avail. We have played 3 quarters. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Pickett back to throw. And this throw incomplete. And the defender all over him that time, but it's going to lead to 3rd down. A misconnection there. He's hit on just 50% of his passes thus far. That's not where you want to be.
Now you see the evolution of the game. You go back to the quarterbacks of old, 50% would be terrific because they threw the ball downfield almost every time they throw it. Now with the short passing game, you should be above 60% just to be in the average range.
The Steelers send out their punter now as he's on here to punt it away. He gets us away. It's a good one, drawing toward the sidelines. And now Chicago getting ready to go as they take the field. Well, including this week, 3 weeks remain in the regular season, Charles, and it is going to be interesting to see how this playoff picture sorts itself out before we head into the postseason.
Competitive, entertaining postseason, that's what we're always striving for. But I think we get it during the regular season, too, because you never know how things are going to go during the final weeks of the season. Every team pulling out all the stops to get a better seed or just to get one of those 7 seats at the table.
And hold on here, because on that last run, it looks like we have a player who was shaken up. Here's a 2nd and 3 now from the 33. From the pistol, they run with Lynch. And for one of the few times here today, this one's not going to go anywhere. Calling no gain that time as it's going to leave him with a 3rd and about 3 to go.
Now, obviously, that's some good work there defensively, being able to stop them and bringing up a key 3rd down. But if you're on the offensive offensive side of the ball, there's an opportunity because I know what defensive guys are thinking right now. Just stop them, get to the ball. That means they might not be sound defensively. There could be some opportunities.
And you said key third down. Highlight that word. Glenn Bold. Here we go. And he will have a first down as they get into the ground at the 37. They're able to convert with a gain of 4.
Well, it is our business to analyze what we saw out there. And on that play, I saw a defense staying in base, not taking a chance, not blitzing in a situation where they absolutely need the football back. That's either a case of overthinking it or not thinking it through.
If you do blitz, do you have to be careful about where you're coming from, or are you just coming from all angles?
You have to be careful about where you're coming from, obviously. But at this stage, you have to take a few chances as well.
3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down. The recipe's pretty simple, I think, right? Just give your superstar the ball, continue to feed him.
Yeah, don't overthink this one, right? Make sure he's touching the football, but you're also counting on his intelligence in playing the game as well. If it's not there, don't force the run. Just make sure you hang on to the football and keep the clock ticking.
And the Steeler pressure too much here. He's going to go down. It's a loss of a yard, so they'll wind up crediting him with a sack, and it brings up third down. And this offense on third down today, they've been really good, converting 7 of their 10 tries. This is 3rd and 8, and he gets this only to the 41. Not near enough for the first. Just a gain of 2 there, and it's going to bring up a 4th down. So they bring out their punter as he'll kick it away for the second time. Not too shabby here. This will skip out of bounds at about the 12-yard line. Pittsburgh offense making their way back out. Their defense accomplished step 1 of the mission. They forced the punt. Now they'll look to erase that deficit and take a fourth-quarter lead. On first down, nothing opening up really on the running play. Give him maybe a yard, and it'll be second down. Second and 9. Looking to throw, Pickett. A short one there to Freiermuth. But right there, he rose to the occasion late in a close game.
It's something he thought about, dreamed about, and worked on throughout his career. Because in these types of situations, he wasn't going to allow extra coverage to keep him from getting the football.
And he will have the Steelers first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Carter straight ahead. And not much doing. He'll get this only up to about the 36. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. Pickett will look to throw it here. Throwing left side, it's complete. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. Pickett, he'll look to throw it. Completes this one to Pickens. And he's going to get this inside the 30.
This defense has certainly had an outstanding second half, haven't they? I know they just gave up the first down there for the offense. They're hoping that that's something that they can jumpstart with and maybe start to move the ball a little bit better. But it's been tough sledding for them here the entire second half.
Plenty of time. All 3 timeouts still remain. Here's 1st and 10 now. Now Pickett. Oh, and that's going to sabotage their comeback plans. It is intercepted. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. So they were in field goal range, a chance to get this one to OT. Got a little greedy going for the win, cost him the game.
Not just a little greedy, now a little lost because of what ended up happening. Just what you stated there, they're in field goal range. Instead of getting conservative, they decided to press it, maybe try and win it right now. Instead, the whole thing backfired.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away. And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback. So here's Pickett and the Steelers. down by 10. A little under a minute 50 remaining. It's been a struggle to score all day, and now they need to do it twice here late to have a chance.
60 Bison, 60 Bison. Here we go, shot.
They'll start on the ground. Carter. He's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32. Here's second down and 3. Pickett to throw. He's got Pickens complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Now Pickett. Throwing right, and that's complete. Still on his feet. And into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. A great effort there with his 16th touchdown of the year. And the Steelers have made it a one-score game again here in the 4th. Extra point splits the uprights. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. So a minute and change to go, and this is going to be an onside kick. Looks like this one won't work out. Hands team able to secure the football. A tough one there. They certainly wanted that when they needed it, but they didn't absolutely have to get it. They still do have 3 timeouts.
You're exactly right. They had to attempt it. But even though they didn't get it, as you noted, with 3 timeouts, if they can get these stops on defense, all hope is not lost.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Now Lynch, left side. They're going to snuff this play out behind the line. We have not seen that much today. Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts as they get the stoppage with just over a minute to go in the game. 2nd and 12, and you'd have to assume another all-out effort to stop the run is coming. He's going to get it again. Just looking to get forward and protect the ball. Now the Steelers use the 2nd of their 3 timeouts as they get it with under a minute to go now in the football game. They need to get to the 29 if they want to pick up a first here on 3rd down. They'll run again with Lynch. And even though he gets out of bounds to stop the clock, it's not going to matter. That 1st down going to be enough to write a finish to this one. No doubt those are the types of carries they're looking for here, Charles. The lead in the 4th quarter. This is when coaches that have a reliable running game, they breathe a little easier on the sideline.
Yeah, they love the idea that they can take the air out of the football at this point of the game. That means they're really counting on that offensive line, counting on the runners, taking care of the football. Because you're going to tell your quarterback, hey, no time to be a hero. We're not going to throw it here. Just eat up that clock. And if you have the ball, they can't score.
And he couldn't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. It's 1st and goal and a late touchdown at this stage. Could officially salt this one away. Going for the knockout punch. They'll try and run. And he's across for the late touchdown. And in the final seconds, that one should just about put a capper on this game. So he had the nice run to get him down there. Was stopped just short of the goal line, but they go right back to him, CD, and he delivers to finish the drive off.
A little extra determination there, don't you think, partner? You notice he didn't tap on his helmet and say, get me out after the run down to the end zone. He said, I almost got in. I'm going to get in on my own. I'm staying in. And he carries it across the goal line.
And this doesn't work. The Steelers recover it. The 4th quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
Looking to throw here. Pickett. And incomplete on the deep ball.
Give it big credit for his coverage right there, because when he saw the route break deep, he stayed in position to prevent a completion while avoiding any risk of a flag.
And now a tough spot here. This is 3rd and 10. One final shot for Pickett. And he's going to be swallowed up. Sacked back at the 45-yard line. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. The decision made for them. They've got to go. It's 4th down. One final shot. They'll look to throw. And that is going to officially draw the curtain on this one as the last throw intercepted. And for the visitors, it is going to be a half.